湾公广集团、华视教育文化频道。您现在收看的是华视教育文化频道。
接下来要播出的是英语口语训练1。
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Here we are with Conversational English, Book 1, Unit 4, Lesson 11. I already know how to do the laundry. In this unit, we are cleaning different parts of the house. And today, we're going to clean clothing. And for many homes, I think this is true for most people in Taiwan, they keep the washing machine in or near the bathroom. And this is what Becky and Betty and Edward do in their new apartment as they move into a new apartment and get it set up. So today we're going to be talking a lot about the cleaning of clothes.
那么各位同学大家好，我们今天呢来到这个 Unit 4第11课呢，这一课的主题叫做呢，我已经知道怎么洗衣服了。那其实呢，大家就会晓得，在这一集当中呢，这个妈妈跟女儿Betty 跟 Becky 呢，将会带着大家学到蛮多很实用的跟洗衣服相关的英语哦。
That's right. We're going to see the two ladies of the house talking about and doing the laundry. I think maybe we're ready to take a look at our
movie.
First showing. Yeah, the best part of the program.
Yes.
So let's take a look for the first time at today's skit.
I'm so impressed by Janet's mother teaching her housekeeping skills that I've decided to teach you something about doing laundry.
Oh, Mom, I already know how to do laundry.
It's true you can do a simple laundry, but it's time you learned about fabrics and their care as well.
What do you mean?
First, let's take a look at what's in our hamper. See all these clothes? A big mistake would be to just mix them all in together.
Well, I do know you shouldn't wash white with colored clothing.
That's a good start, but there's much more, Becky. Why don't you first separate the white from the colored? Okay?
That's it, right?
Not quite. You know, not all the white or nearly white clothes are made from the same material. They shouldn't be washed together.
Now there's something I didn't know.
You see, for example, our bedding is mostly cotton. And that's t-shirt and the athletic socks. They can be washed together in warm water, even hot water.
So this white sweater should be washed separately, right?
Wrong. This sweater is made of wool, and it's always better to have wool dry cleaned. It's more expensive, of course, but it'll last much longer and look a lot better. Toss the sweater over there.
So what kind of materials shouldn't be washed with cotton?
Mostly man-made materials like nylon and rayon.
Well, how do I know which article of clothing is what material?
Oh, that's what the labels inside the article are for. See?
This is rayon, and this is a nylon cotton blend.
Treat blended fibers as synthetics.
Oh, I think I got it.
And always wash synthetics in cold water.
How about detergent?
The new detergents clean just about everything. But always look at the label before buying any.
Now I'm ready to wash my clothes in the laundromat near school.
Great! Let's put this load of white clothing into the washing machine.
Now, for many of our students, that will be a lot of new vocabulary. We don't often study that much detail about what's inside a home and how to take care of it. But after our break, that will be the purpose of part 3.
所以我们休息一下之后，马上就回来进入我们的第3单元。我们待会马上回来。
Well, by now you know part 3 is words and phrases, so let's get started with number 1.
现在我们就进入第3单元的智慧与片语。
Laundry. Laundry.
洗衣服。
I usually do the laundry on Saturdays, so I have fresh clothes to wear at the beginning of the week.
我通常在星期六洗衣服，所以新的一周就能有干净的衣服穿。
Impressed. Impressed.
对什么感到印象深刻？
All the teachers were impressed by Bruce's speech at the public speaking contest.
所有的老师对布鲁斯在演讲比赛中的演说感到印象深刻。
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
家事。
Amy's mother didn't want her to worry about housekeeping, so she could spend all her time studying.
艾米的妈妈不想让她分担家事，使她能将所有的时间花在学习上。
Fabric. Fabric.
质料。
My favorite fabric is cotton because it feels soft and keeps me cool in summer.
我最喜欢的质料是棉，因为它很柔软，夏天时也能让我感到清爽。
Hamper. Hamper.
洗衣篮。
The hamper is full, so it's time for us to do the laundry.
洗衣篮满了，所以该洗衣服了。
Separate. Separate.
分开。
The teacher separated the talkative girls so they would not distract the other students.
老师把爱讲话的女孩们座位分开，所以她们就不会使其他同学分心了。
We want to point out here, separate is the pronunciation of this word as a verb. ate 字尾念 ate 跟7、8、9 ate 一样 separate. But if we use it as an adjective or a noun, then the ate is pronounced it. Separate corners, separate tables. We will separate the tables, then they will be separate.
好，这里呢，就布鲁斯老师最喜欢弄让人家听得非常的混乱的绕口令，但是呢，通常都很有帮助，因为呢，这个同一个句子里面把动词还有形容词都放进去。那虽然拼法一样，可是因为词性的变化，所以发音在最后有一个些微的不同。我们请布鲁斯老师再示范一次哦。当你是这个动词 verb 的时候，要发成
Separate,
后面就很像 eight 那个8 ，OK， 好，然后呢，你念第二次我也不会打你嘛，哈，好，然后呢，如果是变成这个形容词或名词的时候，注意听，会变成是
separate, separate.
OK， 好，所以就是这个样子，要记住哦。
Okay, let's continue. Number 7 is pile, pile.
堆，
I have a large pile of work to do on my desk that I have to finish before I leave today.
我有一大堆必须在离开前完成的工作堆在桌上。
Material, material.
材质，
This material feels smoother and cooler than that one, so it's more suitable to make a summer suit from it.
这个质料比另一个柔软又清凉，所以比较适合拿它来做夏天的衣服。
Here we might want to add a point for you. We had the word fabric just a few words ago. Here, material has the same meaning as fabric, but material can mean many other things as well. For example, talking about a building, steel, glass, iron, bricks, and so on. That's material to make a house. Fabric, like cotton, rayon, and other materials, right, that's fabric. So material has many meanings. It's very wide, but fabric can only mean material that we use to make clothing.
好，这里呢，布鲁斯老师提醒大家同学可以把这个前一个单字哦，这个 fabric 第4个单字勾起来，跟这个呢 material 这个材质两个在这里的意思一模一样哦，指的就是这个布的这个材质。但是呢 material 在很多别的地方的时候，它也可以当很多别的东西的材质来用，所以这个字的范围比较广哦。fabric 它只是比较局限在就是这个纺织布料这个材质上面。所以刚刚布鲁老师举的例子说 material 的话，比如说像这个一栋大楼来讲，它的 material 可能就会有这个钢筋啦，哦，有这个水泥啊、红砖啊，等等的玻璃这些材质，这样。
Right. Okay, let's continue. Here's a word you probably all know, T-shirt. T-shirt.
T 恤。
In the summer, I usually wear colorful T-shirts when I go out for fun on the weekends.
我通常会在夏天的周末穿着鲜艳的 T 恤出去玩。
And in case you're wondering where we get this word, of course, shirt is what I'm wearing, a long-sleeved shirt. In the summer, maybe a short-sleeved shirt. We say T-shirt because you've got this shape to the shoulders and then down to the stomach. Looks like a T. That's why we call it a T-shirt.
OK， 好，所以这里呢，布鲁斯老师补充就说，其实这个 shirt 这个字就是我们所有穿的这个衬衫啊，不管长袖的、短袖的，好，这种衬衫呢，都是 shirt 这个字可以代表。那我们特别在我们平常现在很流行讲的 T-shirt 的前面会加这个 T 呢，就是因为一般的 T-shirt 它就是这样一个 T 字形，所以呢，用这样的方式来做一个区别。OK。
Right. Let's go ahead. Number 10, athletic socks. Athletic socks.
运动袜。
It's important to wear white athletic socks with sneakers when exercising.
运动时穿着球鞋和运动袜是很重要的。
Sweater. Sweater.
毛衣。
It's going to be cool this evening, Penny, so I'd advise you to prepare a sweater before you go out.
潘妮，今天晚上会变冷，所以我建议你出门前带件毛衣在身上。
Wool. Wool.
羊毛。
Wool is the natural fur from sheep, which is processed into a highly useful material.
羊毛是羊身上的毛，被制造成为实用性很好的材料。
Dry clean. Dry clean.
干洗。
At the party, I spilled some coffee on my new wool suit. so I'm going to have it dry cleaned this week.
我在派对上把咖啡洒到了新的羊毛衣上，所以这星期我要拿去干洗。
Toss, toss.
丢掷。
When you're through eating your picnic lunch, be sure to toss the garbage into one of the trash cans.
你吃完餐盒里的午餐后，记得要把垃圾丢到垃圾桶。
Nylon, nylon.
尼龙。
Nylon, a man-made material, has been a favorite material for women's underwear for decades.
尼龙是人造的材质，是几十年来女性的内衣裤偏好使用的材料。
Rayon, rayon.
雷银。
The fabric rayon is made from a kind of plastic that is light and shiny and comes in any color imaginable.
雷银是由某种轻而闪亮的塑胶制成，有任何你能想象得到的颜色。
Article, article.
件。
You may take only 3 articles of clothing with you at one time into the dressing room in this department store.
在这家百货公司，你一次最多只能拿3件衣物进去试衣间。
Label, label.
标签。
Please read the label on the medicine bottles carefully before you buy any of them.
在买任何药前，请记得一定要仔细的看药瓶上的标签。
Blend, blend.
混合。
The fabric in this shirt is a blend of 50% rayon and 50% cotton.
这件衬衫的材质是混合一半的雷银和一半的棉。
Treat as, treat as.
对待。
You should always treat your house pets as your friends, which means not only loving them, but spending playtime with them.
你应该像对待朋友一样的对待你的宠物，除了要爱它之外，也要花时间陪它玩。
Synthetic, synthetic.
合成纤维。
Her hair is made from synthetic, not natural hair. In other words, she's wearing a wig.
她的头发是合成纤维做的，不是天然的。意思也就是她戴假发。
Just for fun, I'd like to add this point about that sentence. One of my friends looked at it and said, well, you know, there are natural hair, real hair wigs. How would I know? So I'm sorry if I confused anybody with that sentence. But for most poor people like me, then a wig is made of synthetic material.
OK， 这里呢，这个 Bruce 老师表示，因为他自己都不用戴假发，所以他对假发不是很了解。那这边只是他补充说呢，他的一个朋友看了这个句子，有提醒他说，其实现在也有用真的这个头发来做的这个假发，那通常那个是很贵的哦，那也是比较精致的。那所以呢 ，Bruce 老师说这是个例句，那请大家就原谅他，不要太这个注意这个地方。
抱歉。Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
Detergent, detergent.
洗衣精。
Always keep detergents and other cleaning supplies out of the reach of small children.
一定要把洗衣精和其他清洁剂放在小孩子拿不到的地方。
Laundromat, laundromat.
自助洗衣店。
Our neighborhood laundromat has dozens of washing machines and dryers, but they don't offer dry cleaning service.
我们附近的自助洗衣店有很多台洗衣机，但没有干洗的服务。
Another point here, you might wonder, why is laundromat capital 大写的 L? Remember, when you're writing English, when you talk about a product, the product will be capitalized unless the name of the product starts with a small letter. These days, everyone has some iPod, iPad. That I is 小写的 I, or sometimes you might see 小写的 E something. But normally, the names of company products that are registered under law, must be capitalized. So remember that when you write English.
好，所以这里呢，Bruce 老师提醒各位同学，就是像这里的自助洗衣店，为什么这个 L 要大写呢？那其实呢，在英文的文法里面有一个习惯，就是如果你是写到某个产品，尤其是有注册，就是刚刚讲到的 register 有登记这个标签名或者是有登记商标的这样子的一个品牌啦、店名啦、产品名啦，第一个字都记得要大写。那当然有例外的地方，就是刚刚 Bruce 老师这个说，像现在年轻人很多在用的什么 iPad。他的语气好像其实觉得这些东西不是这个很方便，然后呢，但是它的前面重点是那个 I 是小写，这是特例那大部分的话，各位同学遇到商品或者是品牌名称，记得就是大写开头 ，OK？
Okay, let's continue and finish our last word, load. Load.
堆。
Margaret has to wash 5 loads of laundry every week because she and her husband have 4 children.
玛格丽特每周都要洗5堆脏衣服，因为他们2夫妻有4个小孩。
And here we want to remember that in English we have many measure words, a piece of paper or a sheet of paper, a pound of something, and so on. It's a load of laundry. We don't say I have 2 laundries to do. We have 2 loads of laundry to do.
这个很重要，各位同学在这边把它写下，括号叫做量词。英文里面有很多呢要来表达数量的词，所以呢我们会中文讲一堆衣服的那个堆它就会这边固定上，这里就是 a load of， 这个是要注意的。
Time for a break.
OK， 所以我们赶快让 Bruce 老师休息一下，我们自己也休息一下，待会马上回来。
Welcome back. Part 4, an extra serving. Today I'm going to draw your attention to the workbook, that little book we send out to you about every 3 weeks. Usually has 3 lessons in it, which of course is a unit. And this week we're going to continue talking about clothing in the workbook. There are so many different kinds of clothing or parts of clothing. Cuff, button underneath my tie, tie clip, collar, and so you see these and work with these every day, but you might not know the English names of them. So in our book 1, we're trying to get you familiar with the world around you, the world you live in and use every day. So read that workbook lesson.
好，这个礼拜的 workbook 呢，Bruce 老师提醒大家，里面有很多的单字都是跟衣服相关的。那所以其实很多可能你自己每天在穿，但是你其实并不知道怎么说。那像举个例子，Bruce 老师刚刚指了自己的这个袖口然后呢，它的这个纽扣，还有呢领带夹以及那个衣领等等的。其实你看，光是一件 shirt 一件衬衫就有这么多的部分，还是你可以继续学来很实用的字那么这个如果以后呢要这个出去国外shopping 的时候，其实知道要怎么讲你要买的那个东西的话，也会很有用 ，right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready now for my favorite part of the show, the quiz.
好，我们现在就来进入第5单元的 quiz。
Why do I like the quizzes? I like giving quizzes, not taking them. Today we have a multiple choice question for you. This type of quiz you've taken since primary school. Take it easy. We have 4 choices, however, for you to choose from instead of 3, as we have in some previous lessons. So you have to think a little bit harder.
好，这里呢 ，Bruce 老师要鼓励大家，就是呢，这个单选题呢，大家从小学就开始，其实都很有经验了。那今天这个单选题呢，有4个答案，你要选出正确的1个。所以呢，老师说大家加油，好好的想一想哦。
We're ready now for question number 1. Which of these gives you information about a product? A hamper, B, a label, C, a blend, or D, a load? The answer is B, a label.
是的，第一题下列何者呢会让你知道一个产品的讯息？正确答案当然是 B， 就是标签。
Number 2, where would we most likely find a ladle? Well, the answer here is simple. It's C. Ladle is for cooking, so it's in a kitchen counter drawer.
那么第二题呢，讲到你最有可能发现的一个这个锅勺的地方会是哪儿？那么答案当然是 C， 就是在这个厨房柜子的这个抽屉里面。
Number 3, how do we describe someone who is very smart? That's easy. D. Clever.
好，第三题呢，我们如何形容一个人很聪明？正确答案就是 D. Clever。
Number 4, which of the following expresses disagreement? Of course, C. No way.
好，第四题，下列何者表示不同意？正确答案就是 C. No way。
Number 5, what would you most likely do when seeing old friends? A. Hug them.
啊，第五题呢，你通常看到了老朋友会做什么？当然就是 A， 就是拥抱他们。
Now let's take a look at our dialogue for the second time.
I'm so impressed by Janet's mother teaching her housekeeping skills that I've decided to teach you something about doing laundry.
Oh, Mom, I already know how to do laundry.
It's true you can do a simple laundry, but it's time you learned about fabrics and their care as well.
What do you mean?
First, let's take a look at what's in our hamper. See all these clothes? A big mistake would be to just mix them all in together.
Well, I do know you shouldn't wash white with colored clothing.
That's a good start, but there's much more, Becky. Why don't you first separate the white from the colored? Okay?
That's it, right?
Not quite. You know, not all the white or nearly white clothes are made from the same material. They shouldn't be washed together.
Now there's something I didn't know.
You see? For example, our bedding is mostly cotton. And that's t-shirt and the athletic socks. They can be washed together in warm water, even hot water.
So this white sweater should be washed separately, right?
Wrong. This sweater is made of wool, and it's always better to have wool dry cleaned. It's more expensive, of course, but it'll last much longer and look a lot better. Toss the sweater over there.
So what kind of materials shouldn't be washed with cotton?
Mostly man-made materials like nylon and rayon.
So how do I know which article of clothing is what material?
Oh, that's what the labels inside the article are for. See? This is rayon, and this is a nylon cotton blend. Treat blended fibers as synthetics.
Oh, I think I got it.
And always wash synthetics in cold water.
How about detergent?
The new detergents clean just about everything. But always look at the label before buying any.
Now I'm ready to wash my clothes in the laundromat near school.
Great! Let's put this load of white clothing into the washing machine.
That's it for today's lesson. Join us next week for the last lesson of Unit 4, Lesson 12. Till then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.